Welcome po sa ating channel na kung saan ay nag-upload kami ng mga eksklusibong Filipino videos tungkol sa pambansang mga sayaw, awit, OPM covers, at kulturang Pinoy. Naway magustuhan nyo ang mga tinatalakay namin sa aming channel. Maraming salamat!
The Legend of Ibong Adarna. Ibong Adarna is an epic poem written during the Spanish period in the Philippines. It is one of the most famous folk stories revolving around a magical bird that can heal any illness through its song. The story centers on three princes, Don Pedro, Don Diego, and Don Juan, the sons of King Fernando and Queen Valeriana of the Kingdom of Berbanya. The story begins with the king falling gravely ill. No one could cure him, so he summoned his sons and ordered them to find the Ibong Adarna, a bird whose song possesses miraculous healing powers. Don Pedro, the eldest son, was the first to embark on the journey. In his travels, he reached Mount Tabor, where the bird resides. However, he failed to capture it, and was turned to stone after the bird defecated on him while he was sleeping. Don Diego, the second son, followed. Like his brother, he also failed and turned into stone at the foot of the mountain. Despite what happened to his brothers, Don Juan, the youngest son, bravely followed the king's orders. During his journey, he met a hermit who gave him advice on how to catch the bird. He was also given a knife, 7 limes, and a golden cord. Don Juan used the hermit's advice. By using the 7 limes, he stayed awake each time the bird pooped. After the Ibong Adarna sang 7 times, Don Juan placed the golden cord around its neck. He successfully caught the bird and brought it back to Berbanya. Upon his return, he found his brothers turned to stone. The bird's song healed them, and they decided to return to the kingdom together. On their way back, Don Pedro and Don Diego betrayed Don Juan. They beat him up and left him in the forest to take credit for catching the bird. Fortunately, Don Juan was found by the hermit again and was healed. Despite his brother's betrayal, Don Juan decided to return to the kingdom to defend his integrity. When they reached the kingdom, the bird's song healed the king. However, the king noticed Don Juan's condition and inquired about the truth. Don Juan narrated everything that happened, including his brother's betrayal. In the end, the truth prevailed, and Don Pedro and Don Diego were punished. Don Juan, despite all the hardships, was proclaimed the heir to the throne. This began a new chapter in Don Juan's life. In his reign, he vowed to be fair and just to prevent the recurrence of his brothers' abuses and wrongdoings. The Ibong Adarna, symbolizing justice and goodness, remained part of their kingdom. The story of Ibong Adarna teaches many lessons. First, perseverance and hard work always lead to success. Second, goodness and honesty always prevail over evil and betrayal. Third, family should remain united despite challenges. Besides these lessons, the story also offers a joyful perspective on the importance of love and friendship. It showed that true success is achieved not only through strength and courage but also through the goodness of one's heart. Ibong Adarna is a reflection of Filipino culture and traditions. Through legends and myths, it passes down the values and beliefs of our ancestors to future generations. The story remains alive in plays, films, and books that Filipinos continue to enjoy. Ultimately, Ibong Adarna is not just a story of adventure, but a reminder that every challenge in life comes with hope and victory as long as we have courage, honesty, and goodness in our hearts.